Hey guys, it's Spike here. I'm going to bring up an interesting topic. Two interesting topic, which is pro-life versus pro-choice and animal rights. And you'll probably find me arguing more for animal rights than I am for pro-choice, because clearly I am very sure um, about animal rights and my stance on it, versus abortion, which is a more difficult thing for me to figure out. And that may surprise some of you, as you might think, well, how are you going to put an animal's life in more importance than a human's? And I'm going to explain to you, from the perspective of a vegetarian, the differences, and how if you're a pro-lifer and you eat meat, likely I would consider you a hypocrite. And I don't like to throw around terms like that, but I'm just trying to explain the hypocrisy in it. Okay, so what you're going to tell me is that it's so wrong to kill a fetus. A fetus that has never been conscious, is not conscious, so therefore is really unable to consciously feel pain. Maybe they react to movements, but that does not mean it's able to feel pain, considering that it's not conscious. You know, can you really feel unconscious pain? Not so much. So you're gonna tell me that it's wrong to kill something that is unconscious, something that is unconscious, for the purpose of controlling our population, that is, not having kids that aren't going to have a good home, that it's going to be a big struggle to raise. It's going to ruin the life of the person who's going to have that kid, very likely. So you're going to tell me that it's wrong to do that. For someone to make the decision not to have a baby that isn't conscious yet and cannot feel anything, has never been conscious, clearly, and you try to tell me that's a life, but it's about a life in the same sense that a plant is a life. And definitely it's not a life in the sense an animal is a life. If you eat meat or hunt, and yet you are pro-life. So you're telling me that we cannot choose one life over another, that it's selfish to choose your life over a kid's. Yet, you are able to shoot and kill an innocent animal that is conscious, has been conscious, and is clearly not wanting to die, is clearly resisting death. These fetuses don't have the consciousness to resist death, whereas these animals have a will to survive and a will to live. They are conscious, they can feel pain, they can feel suffering. Yet you tell me that it's wrong to humanely kill something that has never been conscious, and based on that, I really don't consider it a life, considering that it's hasn't ever been conscious. It hasn't had any of. And when you say, well, what if someone's unconscious? They've had an effect on people. Their life has affected other people. There are people besides the individual who care about their life. You know, and that's why it's wrong. You know, when something's a baby, you know, before being born, it's not, it doesn't have anyone who cares about its life besides, I mean, truly, who cares about that individual's life, who it affects strongly. Perhaps the person who has the abortion, it could have an emotional effect on them, but no one else. Maybe the person that they're with, but no one else. Yet so basically, you're willing to, you tell me it's selfish for someone to do that so that they don't ruin their life. Yet you're willing to have a conscious, unwilling to die animal die because you like the taste of meat. Because it has more protein. it's better for you to have some meat. You were going to talk to me about selfish. If you're willing to slaughter, if you're willing to slaughter countless animals, often inhumanely, you're willing to support companies that torture these animals. And yet, to take one unconscious, never been conscious life that more of a potential of a life that feels no pain, you're going to say that's wrong to me. I agree that that is wrong. I actually do think that it's wrong. Yet I'm just trying to put this into perspective for you. And to any of you who will say that a human life is more important than an animal life, perhaps that is so. But then I could, using the same logic, say an adult life is more important than a child life, a fetus life. And many people would find that thinking despicable. Maybe I find your thinking that an animal life, it has so little value, that an animal's well-being, that their right not to suffer, has so little value. Maybe that's despicable to some people. I hope you all can think about this and really tell me what you think, because I'd like to hear.